I just thought while I'm at a local dog park, I would talk a bit about local dog park etiquette, or like more my perspective on local dog parks. Number one, I'm very blessed to have the private property in Dunrobin, which is like my favorite place to be. So it's hard to compare a local dog park to that, which influences my perspective. But I totally understand that some people don't have that option, and like local dog parks, the best thing they can do to give their dog a fulfilling adventure, right? So number one, I think if you're taking your dog off leash, the dog should have 100% reliable recall, even if you're in a fenced-in dog park. And fenced-in dog parks often have dogs that are less trained or less obedient because the fence provides a sense of security, which can replace someone training their dog. So in parks that don't have a fence, they're more big, like something like Bruce Pit, you might find those dogs have better recall. The other thing with a small fenced-in dog park is there's less room for the dogs to explore, and some dogs might feel more trapped and more vulnerable. So they feel like they can't run away from stressful situations, which can lead to a dog fight. So basically my first thing is if I'm going to a dog park, I prefer like a larger space I can actually hike around rather than just a small fenced in. Number two, I expect the dog I'm bringing to have reliable recall. Otherwise, we're gonna do an on-leash walk for exercise around the neighborhood. And then in terms of like my kind of dog rules, I think it's common sense, but I don't know. I don't allow humping. I don't allow bullying. So if a dog, any type of, I don't even want to say the word aggressive, but any type of like intimidating or bullying behavior, like a dog charging at a dog and growling in their face, I'm not going to let that happen. Definitely not. Poop and scoop, obviously, that seems common sense. Barking, I don't let dogs bark. Dogs often bark because they're frustrated and they're mad, and barking dogs can get bit. Like literally, it's just a matter of time before your dog barks in the wrong dog's face on the wrong day, and the other dog is like, what are you doing? You're so rude, and snaps. Maybe more useful information is like what I do when I go to local dog parks. Number one, I always feel a little uncomfortable. I'm not gonna lie, because I don't know what dogs are there, or what type of dog owners, or what type of behaviors people encourage or discourage, or what type of training they have. At the land in Dunrobin, I know like every dog, every dog walker, I know what they're doing. So that gives me a sense of control, which gives me a sense of peace of mind to know we're gonna have an awesome day. Dog parks, I don't know. I've been in a lot of weird situations at dog parks, like local dog parks. I've had to like stop some little scraps. I've had to walk dogs back to their owner by the collar and tell them, your dog just got in a fight. Give them a timeout. I didn't say give them a timeout. I was like, I would keep them on leash for a little bit because they're overstimulated and they just got in a fight with one of my dogs. So basically read other dogs, read the dog and the owner. Notice any red flag behavior, such as a dog growling or having a very intense posture where they're really like, the cackles are up, they're overstimulated. If a dog is gonna bully one of my dogs, I tell the other dog no, and like I scoot them away. Normally then the owner chimes in, and I wish the owner chimed in before the dog growls in my dog's face. But they always chime in after. And then after I'm like, no, go away. You don't bully my pack. And then they usually try to recall their dog, but they usually don't have good recall. And it's like, what are we doing here? And then I just leash my dog and walk away. So I create space to get some control in the situation. If a dog was to hump one of my dogs, or even if I see other people's dogs like humping random dogs, I just go in and like just grab the collar, like not in like a pushy way, but just like, I got your collar, I'm just gonna gently remove you off this dog that's like definitely just being submissive and doesn't know what to do, and no one's advocating for it, and I don't like that stuff. I probably look crazy, but that's okay. What else are situations people run into? Basically, I guess my best piece of advice is make sure you can control your dog, make sure you have reliable recall in various distracting, stimulating environments. And then always have a leash, and if you can do that, and advocate for your dog, so tell other dogs to go away if they're bullying it. And then if you can do those two things, you should be pretty good. And then walk away whenever you're like, yo, this is weird. This is not vibing well. Create space. It's the same thing I train dogs to do. Create space. You don't need to fight. You can walk away. The other thing about barking dogs, that I want to clarify, a dog that's barking at a dog park with other dogs, that dog's most likely a little stressed, a little overstimulated, maybe a little frustrated, maybe a little mad because no one's playing with them, so the dog's barking, or they're chasing a dog and they can't catch it, so they're barking because they're mad. So they're literally like running after a dog like, "Skin you, I want to catch you," and they're just like yelling at the dog because they're like frustrated. So sometimes we see it and we're like, oh, they're playing, they're having fun, but it's really like, no, that's actually a dog that's super pissed off right now, and he's communicating because he's frustrated, right? And a dog that's more like mentally balanced and just chilling would like Molly never barks. Like, why would she? Like, she just cruises around, right? And then a dog that is more playful and is more demanding with attention would bark because they are demanding attention. And again, it's just one dog barks, another dog barks. It could lead to a little scrappy situation. It's also just kind of annoying. Like, it's just annoying to hear a dog just being like, yeah, I don't know. Again, I don't know if I'm helping or I'm just making people feel bad. But if your dog is one of those dogs, I would just recall it before it gets overstimulated. Make it very clear that like that behavior is not allowed. It's not going to be tolerated. You get a timeout if you do that. But the most important thing, and this is an ongoing rule in dog training, is we want to be preventative. We want to teach our dog how to make better choices, not always correcting them for making the wrong choices. So yeah, guys, that's my little 2 cents on dog park etiquette, or just like my perspective on local dog parks. Maybe it helped, maybe it didn't. If you need help with training, I can definitely help with that. Okay, see you later. Bye.